Welcome to Kids and Family Yoga. Take your shoes off and join us. If you have a mat, that's great, but you don't need it. If you're on carpet, it's fine. If you're on a hard surface, maybe there's times where you would want a towel. We are ready. All right, we're going to start with some breathing exercises. In this one, we're going to lay on our back and do some belly breathing. Okay, so maybe watch me for a moment before you lie down so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just laying flat on my back with one hand on my belly, and when I inhale through my nose, I'm going to puff my belly up as high as I can, and then when I exhale out my nose, I'm going to let my belly fall back down into place. Okay, so lay down with us. Just relax. Heads on the ground, you're relaxed. Okay, just one hand on your belly, like right on top of your belly button. Lips are closed, and I want you to just breathe through your nose. Okay, so take a really long breath, and while you do, I want you to push your belly up towards the ceiling. Puff it out, and then when you let your air out your nose, I want you to let your belly slowly come back down to its normal place.
And don't forget,
So I want you to try that a few times.
I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy.
Puffing your belly up with your inhale, letting it come down on your exhale. One more time. All right, just a different way to focus on our breathing and getting us started. So I want you to go ahead and come up, and I want you to come into a plank position, and we're going to just move from plank to down dog by lifting your bottom up and then letting it come down in line with your body. So it goes up and down, just nice and smooth and slow. Remember, in yoga class, we're not moving fast. We're trying not to be too silly. We can have fun without being silly. Just lifting your bottom to the ceiling and then letting it come back down, but don't drop it, Maggie. So show us again, Maggie. Down dog, and when she comes down, she's gonna stop here. Go ahead and do it wrong, show them. We're not sagging like that. We're stopping when your body comes into that straight plank position, okay? All right. I want you to go ahead and drop your knees. Come to child's pose for a moment. And we're warming up. So we're going to do our sun salutations with our floor exercises first, and then we'll add on to it. And I have some new poses for you today, but we'll talk about that after our warm-up. So outstretch your arms forward as far as they go. And now we come forward to plank, but we're going to be on our knees. That same straight position, but check it out. Shoulders, hips, and knees are in line instead of all the way down to your legs. Your straight line ends at your knees. All right? And then we crocodile down. And we're going to cobra. Just lift the upper body, legs stay down. And then crocodile down again. And this time you push back to child's pose. Okay, so you probably remember this. Keep your arms outstretched because we're ready to go back to plank. Come with us. Crocodile down. Cobra. Crocodile. And child's pose. Let's do it 2 more times. You know it. You probably, Maggie, can you say it for us? What are we in? Plank?
Crocodile,
Yeah.
cobra, and child's pose.
Now we got a crocodile back down again, and then push off into child's pose. But very close. Try it one more time. See if you can get it. Nice and loud.
Plank, cobra, no. Crocodile,
Okay.
cobra, crocodile, and child's pose.
Good. We're going to do it one more time. Bonus time. We are not going to say anything. I want you to try to say it out loud and do it with us. Okay? Do the same thing. you able to do it? If not, that's okay. Just a chance for you to try. All right, so we are going to, we're going to add on to those sun salutations, but we're going to do one new pose first while we're here, because we're almost in the right position already to do it. This one is called hero. So see how we're on our knees, low on our knees, we're not up high, we're sitting on our heels, and well, all we're going to do is try to hold your hands behind your back, like Maggie's showing you, however you want to hold them, and pull your shoulders back, and it opens up your chest. So your chest is open, and you're just looking forward, and that's it. That's hero pose. You're proud. A hero always has like a strong chest, strong upper body that's open. It's not like slouched forward. So that's why this one makes sense that it's called hero pose, because we have our shoulders pulled back, like we have this nice strong chest. Now, from there, if you want to, you can fold forward into like your child's pose, and you either can keep your hands down here at your back, or like Maggie, you can lift them up towards the ceiling. So those two go together well. And then you can come on back up, and we learned our first pose. I have several more new poses today for us. And that was our first one, hero. Do it again with us. Hero. Good. Okay, we're going to continue warming up now with our sun salutations. So let's go ahead from hands and knees. We're going to go into down dog, and then we're going to step or hop up, and we're standing and ready for our sun salutations. Maggie, do you want to call them out? All right. Let's see if she can do it. First, we're going to... Yeah, we're going to swan dive down.
Monkey. Forward plank. Crocodile.
Good.
Cobra.
Cobra or up dog.
Down dog. And
Step or hop through. We come up with a flat back, remember? Sweep on up, and we end in
a chair.
chair. So hopefully you heard Maggie. She was able to remember all the poses in the right order for our sun salutations. We're going to do it again. Here we go. Sweep up and swan dive down. Halfway up to monkey. Fold again. Hands are placed down so we can step or hop back to plank. Crocodile down. Come to up dog. Down dog. Step or hop through. Flat back. Reverse swan dive up. And in chair. Okay, so here's your chance to try to say the poses yourself. If you've been practicing with us, we've done this a lot of times, and you might know them. If not, just follow along with us, but I'm going to be quiet so that you can try to remember the names. I'll go a little bit slower to give you a chance to think. Here we go. All right, we're at the point where we're going to step or hop back. We step or hop through, and we're ending. Okay, I'm going to call it out one more time. Here we go together. Sweep up and down to forward fold. Monkey. Fold. Plank. Crocodile. Up dog. Down dog. Step or hop through. Reverse swan dive. And chair. Awesome. Okay, so that's a good warm up in our yoga class. All right, so now I always like to do elephant swings as well. So make sure your feet are wider than your hips so you have a good solid base, so you're good and balanced. Now we don't want to be crazy in yoga. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Instead, we're learning about our bodies and trying to help be healthier by being more flexible, by being stronger, and just understanding our bodies better. So this one helps get a good, twisting motion. I'm just gonna warm up our upper body mostly. All right, and some shoulder rolls. Oh, I love shoulder rolls. Up and back and down, get those shoulders to move. We're gonna go ahead and just do some moonflowers. Just widen your feet a little bit, and then this is gonna help warm up the legs a bit more. So we're gonna sink down and reach up. Nice and slow motion. In yoga class, we want everything to be smooth. We call them intentional movements. So nothing's done without thinking about it. You're in control of your movement. All right, good. So I said we have some new poses to come, and I'm excited to teach them to you. We're gonna do a couple standing poses that we've done, but we don't do very often. First, we're gonna go into triangle. So I still have my legs really wide. All I'm gonna do is turn. Maggie, listen with us so that we can get going the right way. We wanna turn. This will be your left leg so that your foot's to the side and your right foot is still facing forward. We're gonna outstretch those arms. Maggie, come with us. We wanna teach them to do it right. So those arms are stretched out, and you're gonna take your left fingertips and reach them. Reach, no Maggie, you're not going the right direction. We're reaching to the wall. We're reaching to the wall. We're reaching to the wall. We're reaching to the wall, and it's when we finally get as far as we can reach, we're gonna let that arm hang down and let the right arm come up to the ceiling. And this is triangle. So we want to take the time to get into our poses in the right way so our body ends up in the right position. So your chest is open to the side. Don't let it fall down towards the floor, okay? Because we're going to move into another pose called side angle. And now take your left knee and bend it, and you might need to take your right foot further back. And I have my elbow now leaning on my bent leg, on my thigh. Chest is still open forward. Now maybe if you hang this arm and lean a little bit further, you might be able to touch the floor, but if it hurts, then don't. Stay up higher. And if it makes you turn your chest down, I don't want you to go that far. But for me, I can keep my chest open and reach the floor because I have these really long arms. Now, if you're here, here's the new part where you can wrap your arms. First, you take your right hand, it's up in the air, behind your back. And then you take this hand that's down on the floor, and I want you to try to reach around the leg and maybe touch behind. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and show you what that looks like. See how I can reach my fingers? And Maggie says, ouch, that hurts. And she came out of the pose, and I'm so glad she did. I want everyone to come out of the pose. That's a really good example. When you find something is a little too hard for right now, you just stop doing it and say, okay, I tried today, and maybe I'll try a little bit another day. But you don't want to force it and stay longer than your body wants to. So that was a good example of listening to your body. And that's okay. These are tough. But we're going to try it on the other side. So I want you to turn now your right foot out so it's facing the side totally. So look at your foot, okay? And then your left foot is still facing forward, okay, with your legs pretty wide. We're going into triangle first. So come with us, arms outstretched. We're gonna reach for the side wall first. Reach, 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 reach. Reach, reach, reach. And once you cannot reach any longer, any further, this hand comes down to rest on your leg somewhere, and this one reaches up to the ceiling. So don't let your chest fall down. Stay open, stay strong. There's our triangle. You can kind of see several triangles going on with our arms and legs and our whole body. So you can see why this one's called triangle. Now we go into side angle. by bending your right knee this time, and maybe your left leg can move further back. And we're leaning on this leg, still with the other arm up to the ceiling. And if it hurts, then you stop and you can watch us and maybe try again another time. Now, if you can hang this arm and maybe get to the floor or get closer to the floor, great. You don't have to. Now, if you can get to the floor, then it's possible you can wrap your arms by putting one behind your back and the other one under your leg and reach for them. I don't want you falling on your head, so if this doesn't work, that's okay. Just come out of the pose. That one's advanced for sure. But if you've been doing class with us for a while, it's time to try some new things. Maggie obviously wants a little bit of a rest, so let's come down with her into child's pose. Come on down to the floor. Give yourself a rest. Take a breath. Put your head to the mat or floor. Okay. Now, we're going to do a couple new poses. One of them requires some balance, so we're going to actually practice it on the floor first before we stand up and do it. It's called big toe hold.
Oh.
Okay. We're going to move onto our backs, and I want you to take one leg up to the ceiling. I don't care which one, because we'll do it with both eventually. Take the same arm and leg on the same side. I want you to go ahead and grab a hold of that big toe. From the side of your foot here, grab a hold of it, and then lay down and see if you can straighten out that leg a little bit more. And you can continue holding it straight to the ceiling, or you can kind of lean it out to the side a little bit, whichever is fine. No, I want you to use the same arm and same leg on that side of the body, so don't cross over. And don't hold the tip of your toe. Your big toe bone goes all the way down here, and go ahead and hold on to the side of your foot there.
Hold on to my toe.
Don't tear your toe off. All right, we're gonna try the other side. So take the other leg up and grab the inside of your foot where your big toe is, and then you gradually try to straighten out that leg. It might not straighten, that's okay. Don't just grab your toe. Grab your whole side of your foot there. Yes.
This leg.
And one leg might work better than the other. All right, so hug your knees. Here's where we're gonna rock on our back, and like our last class, see if you can rock yourself all the way up to a standing position. When you're ready, you have your momentum, go for it.
Well, it's easiest when you have your legs crossed.
Maggie likes to cross her feet, and she's right, that does help too. Okay, so big toe hold. Let's face them, Maggie. Okay, again, I don't care which side you start on, doesn't matter to me. But we want to move slowly and grab a hold of this foot and gradually try to straighten the leg out while you're balancing on the one leg, which makes it harder for sure. So try it. Don't get discouraged if it doesn't work the first time.
Just do that.
She can hold her leg straight out. That's a good
I can't hold my toe.
good way to do it if you can't hold the foot. All right, try the other side.
Leg.
Try it holding the inside of that big toe. Try to extend the leg if you can. Don't hold your breath, and don't knock your partner over. I was doing fine on my own there, little sister. All right, something new. Again, we're getting more advanced. Some of these might work for you, some might not. All right, I want you to separate your feet. Think about how wide your shoulders are, and they're maybe just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Okay? We're going into frog pose. This is exactly what you would think. There it is. There's our frog pose. Okay. We're not having like we would in maybe HIIT class. We would jump out of our frog pose and do our frog jump, right? For yoga though, you can either stay here or you can put your palms together and come up really tall. Don't slouch forward between your legs. I want you to straighten up higher. And then I want you to take your elbows and push your knees out wider. And they call this one garland pose. That's a different one now. You try this with us, please. Can you put your heels flat down? See, now the problem is you moved your legs. Our legs need to be wider than our shoulders. That makes a big difference. It's a different pose when they're in closer, and we'll try that in a moment. But in frog pose, hopefully you can have your heels down on the floor, and you're pushing your elbows out, and you're up tall with your head. Are you pushing your knees out with your elbows? Okay. Garland pose. Okay. Now, if you can do that one, it's possible maybe you can bring your feet closer together. Now, it's probably, your heels are probably going to be off the mat if you do it this way. Or maybe you can figure out how to do that with your heels down. Depends on your body shape and size. Can you put your heels down on the floor without falling back? Yeah? Okay, good. Not everybody can. All right, so let's face side again. So that was frog and garland pose. Now, doing one that we've done before, but we're going to add something onto it to make it a little different. Today's all about challenging you to do new things. I want you to place your hands down behind you, hands flat, fingertips towards your body. We're going into, remember this one? Tabletop, right? You want to make your body so flat that we could use it as a tabletop and we could put dishes on top and they're not going to fall off, right?
And they will.
Nice flat, strong body.
They will all.
If your hips are hanging down, everything's going to fall off your table. So push those hips up higher. There you go, very good. Okay, I want you to come down for a moment to rest because I'm going to add something on. It's going to be a three-legged table. Uh-oh. Three-legged table is likely to fall, but we're not going to fall, okay? I'm going to come down so they can see you stay up. There? Okay, Maggie's exactly right. Come into tabletop first, and then you're going to choose a leg and extend it straight. And then I want you to put it down. I guess we should switch positions. All right, so we had a little break. Here we go again. And I want you to do the other leg. Three-legged table.
What if you cross your leg?
There are different ways to do it. For sure. All right. Try something new again. You're going to love this next one. It's called cow face.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, face us in easy pose. Oh my gosh, I'm just challenging you all over the place. Maggie's going to show you what this looks like from behind. And we're going to go ahead and practice the arm position first. So I want you to take your, hold on Maggie, hold on. Take your right arm, yes, your right arm, yes.
This one?
And put your elbow up. Put your elbow up to the ceiling, okay? And then I want you to take your left hand and try to hold hands behind your back, or at least have your fingertips pointing at each other. Keep your head up, do not lean forward. Keep your elbow up towards the ceiling, one's up to the ceiling, one's down towards the floor. That is our arm position. We're gonna go ahead and switch. So other elbow up to the ceiling, and then we try to touch fingertips behind your back. Maggie can do it, that's why I have her turned around, because she can actually touch her hands behind her back. I can come close, but not quite. All right, so unwrap your arms, roll your shoulders, maybe turn around so you can do this with us. Okay, so that's part of the pose. The other part involves your legs. Cow face. Silly name. I'm not sure what it has to do with a cow face, but that's what it's called. We're going to take, let's take your right leg.
Okay.
Your right knee. See, from easy pose, you're going to take your right leg so that you're stacking your knees on top of each other.
It's not go down any further.
And it might not go directly over it, or it might be sticking up a little bit, and that's okay. Don't hurt yourself, as always, but try. If it doesn't work, that's okay. Go back to easy pose if it doesn't work. Okay, so here's our leg position. So this is your right leg on top. Take your right elbow to the ceiling, and now we try to hold hands behind our back. And now we're in the full pose. Interesting. Keep your head up high. We're all twisted. I feel like this should be called pretzel. All right, let's try the other side. It might work better, might be worse, but we're gonna try it. All right, so we want our left knee crossed over top, sitting up tall. So if this is your left knee, then I want your left elbow up to the ceiling. And try to hold hands behind your back. Try. How do we like cow face? I like it. That's my opinion. All right. We're going to go back to a few poses we already know. We're going to go down to locust. We haven't done this many times though. So I want you to lay down on your belly. Locust, which is an insect. We're going to have our arms alongside our body with our palms to the ceiling. Maggie says she hasn't done this one. I think I've only maybe done it once in class. Maybe it was Oliver in class with me. All right, so kind of like Superman, we're going to lift the legs and we're also going to lift the arms. The only difference in Superman, we have our arms stretched out front. In locust, we have our hands reaching towards our feet. That's it. There's locust. Now, it's not easy to have your chest off of the ground and your legs off of the ground. It takes a lot of back strength.
Hold your hands, it's a lot easier.
Maggie says she can hold hands, and that's fine by me if you want to do that. All right, now we're going to go into a similar pose, which is bow.
Oh yeah.
So bend your legs, and you're going to lift the chest while you are holding onto your feet. Now your feet you can use to actually push back, and it's going to help lift your chest even more. So those are kind of similar poses, locust and bow. Now I want you to think about bow. In this position you're in, come on out of it, and go to child's pose. But remember what you were like in bow. Oh, child's pose, stretch the back out. All right. We are going to go into Happy Baby, and I want you to think about how bow and Happy Baby are similar, okay? But we're going to totally turn onto our backs to do Happy Baby. So remember bow, and as we get into Happy Baby, how are these kind of similar? Maggie, what do you think?
Well, you have it's kind of like boat.
How are bow and Happy Baby?
Are up, and so your arms.
Yeah, your feet are up above your body in both positions. Yeah. Good. Yeah, we're going to show you both at the same time. Our feet are up, and where are our hands?
With your hands.
Our hands are on our feet. Okay, so we're in Happy Baby though, so come join us to Happy Baby. I just wanted you to think about how bow and Happy Baby, even though they're kind of reverse positions, they're similar in that we're holding our feet and our feet are up above our bodies.
Just that instead of being on your belly, you're on your back.
Yeah, and our knees are bent in both positions. Yeah. All right, finally we are going to go to laying butterfly. Okay, so butterfly, we have the bottoms of our feet together and our knees out to the side. Now this is more of a relaxing pose, But when you're laying down, you get more of a stretch here in your inside of your thighs. And this one, you just get to chill out and lay on your back. But the longer you lay here, the more of a stretch you're gonna get, and you'll feel this in a minute. Do you feel it?
Not yet.
Put your heels maybe closer up towards your bottom. If you do that and just let your knees be wide, eventually gravity will kind of push them down and put some good strain on these muscles here to help them stretch out. You feel it?
No.
No? Maybe kids don't feel this as much as adults might. I want you to go ahead and put your knees back together. Give yourself a hug. You did a great job with our new poses. We'll continue to practice those some more in future classes. So I gave you a whole bunch of new stuff to remember and try. And maybe you'll want to try hero or frog or big toe hold or cow face on your own. I know, cow face. That's just a silly name. So silly. But all new poses you learned today. So great job. Thanks for trying them. We'll see you next time.